Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Christmas period and how to leverage it effectively to grow your course or coaching or service-based business. Let's talk about it. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Penberthy. I'm the founder of a company called AdClients.com, and here on the channel, we talk about all things marketing. And in case you are brand new, just so that you know, myself and my company, we've generated well over 8 figures in online course or coaching sales. So we understand this stuff, and you're in a good spot. Now, today, I want to talk about the Christmas period. I have been through the Christmas period for many years now as my company has been growing, and there's something very specific that I've noticed about the Christmas experience that can either be a detriment to your business or can actually be leveraged to see some growth and to see you go into the new year with greater momentum. So let's first talk about the problem, and then we can talk about the solution, which is how we can be leveraging this. The problem is that we are, as we approach December, or maybe you're watching this while we're in December and getting much closer to Christmas, we've just finished Black Friday, which is a huge time where people are putting on sales and people are spending a lot of money. In fact, they're spending perhaps all their money that they have for not only physical goods, but also for their education, to buy, for example, your courses, your coaching, your services, that kind of stuff. Then we go straight from Black Friday and we're into December. And when we're into December, we're into that period of time where people are spending their money on Christmas presents, they're getting ready for Christmas. So even if after buying all of their Christmas presents, they still have some capital left over to grow their business or to find a solution to a problem that they have or to invest in themselves, whatever it is, now you come up against the objection that, hey, I don't want to join your course now, or I don't want to join your coaching now, I don't want to take you out in your service now because we're coming into Christmas and I'm taking some time off, it's family time, I'm not going to be able to fully invest in the training, and so I want to start in the new year. Or maybe that's not even part of the conversation about wanting to start in the new year. Maybe it's just that they're saying, I don't want to join right now. So that is a big problem. Black Friday into the new year is when you can see a bit of a dip in sales because of the things I've just mentioned. Now, there are 2 ways that you can look at this. The first way is that you can freak out, get worried, get frustrated that your sales are dropping, that your ad prices are going up, because by the way, that's another byproduct, is not only is buyer intent for courses and coaching and services slightly reduced, but your ad prices are increased if you're running Facebook ads or Instagram ads or YouTube ads, because so many more people are advertising with all the Christmas sales and Black Friday sales. So you can either get frustrated and worried and concerned, or you can look for the opportunities in this period of time to capitalize on as many sales as you can and look forward to the new year and start planning ahead. So let me tell you some of the things that I do. The first thing that I do is we usually reduce our ad spend and our ad budget in the month of December, okay? We don't completely turn it off. We want our business to be ticking over. And so to give context, we spend about $100,000 a month in paid advertising. Over the course of December, we'll probably spend something more like $30,000 to $50,000. So we're seeing a reduction in ad budget by maybe 50 to 70%. So you can take that and make it relative to whatever your budget is. So that's the first thing I do, is I just reduce my initial outlay on our ads, so that I don't have to worry about this huge ad spend that I'm wanting to pay close attention to, and sales are down, so we're all freaking out. We just bring it down to a level that for us is not hugely concerning if the numbers aren't quite where we want to be. It's less stressful because you're not spending as much. And that leads me on to the second thing. I take this period of time to regroup, reset, and plan and decide what I want to do for the year ahead. So I use the month of December to actually start planning for January and into the first quarter of next year. And I suggest that many of you do the same thing. Take this time and think about the products and the services that you offer, the price points that you sell at, the sales funnels that you're using, the traffic strategies that you're running with. Look at the previous year and start to look at the trends. What worked well, what didn't, where do you think things are going into the new year? And you can start to regroup. It's a really nice way to hit reset. And the reason this second thing ties in nicely with the first thing is because it's quite challenging and it's quite difficult to clear your head and start planning for new opportunities when you still have a lot of stressful stuff going on. So if you're spending a lot of money on your ads and you're not bringing in the sales that you want to, this is all consuming. So the idea of you going and getting headspace to hit reset and plan for the year ahead is almost non-existent, which is why we bring ad budgets right down to a place that we're very, that we're comfortable with, that it's not going to take a bunch of stress, or it's not going to, be hugely stressful. And now I can take that saved time and I can now hit the reset button and start planning for the year ahead. The third thing we do is we focus more on internal promotions as opposed to generating new business. So let me give you an example of what this looks like. With ad prices on the rise in December and conversion rates perhaps dropping ever so slightly, what I want to be focusing on is not focusing on that model in the month of December, but instead focusing internally with my existing audience, my email list, my followers. We want to be doing some promotions for our audience. Maybe you want to participate in Black Friday. You could go ahead and put a Black Friday deal together. Maybe we want to do a webinar or some kind of offer, mid-December leading up to Christmas. You might think promotions like that don't work. They actually do. We've got 3 promotions planned for December for my companies. And so, it's actually a good time to generate sales. It's just I want to do that in an environment where I'm not fronting ad spend to make those sales. So that's the third thing. We focus on internal promotions. And the fourth thing is just something that you need to understand, which is that come January, okay, come the new year, that is when everyone in almost every market is going into a bit of a feeding frenzy and a buying frenzy. Okay, New Year's resolutions, that's when it happens. I'm finally going to lose that weight. I'm finally going to sort my dog out and take it to training classes or to invest in some help. We're finally going to fix our marriage. I'm finally going to build that business. I'm finally going to test out YouTube ads. Whatever the case may be, come the new year, that's when everyone gets riled up after their time off in Christmas and they're like, I'm going to make something of this now, or I'm going to find that solution. So this is why I take December to plan and prepare and rethink and scrutinize all of my processes and rebuild things if need be, so that we can come out the gate in January and participate in what is a little bit of a buying frenzy, and we want to be positioned as best we can for that. So in conclusion, don't hear what I'm not saying, okay? People do still buy products in December. They will still invest in coaching. They will still invest in courses. In fact, many of our clients report to us that December can be one of their best months. Okay, so I'm not saying people don't buy, I'm just giving you some ideas for how I usually operate our December. Keep in mind, our company is doing about $4 to $5 million a year, so I can only share with you what we're doing, and that's kind of how I approach Decembers. And real quick, if you want to make sure that you are capitalizing on January, that your business is positioned as it needs to be, that your offer is structured and priced as it should, that you have a high converting sales funnel in place, and you know exactly how to turn on profitable targeted traffic and learn those skills now so that you're primed and ready for January, then click the link in the description box and that'll take you to a free training that I've prepared for you. Don't put this off until the new year. Don't be the client that you don't want to have. Start making some strides here in December. Watch my webinar, soak it in. At the end of that webinar, there'll be an offer to get some help from me and my team. Perhaps you want to participate in that as well. Regardless of whether you do or do not, that training will help you, and it'll help you position yourself ready for January, whatever industry you are in. So click that link, check out that training. I think you'll really enjoy it. And that brings us to the end of this video. So thanks for hanging around. Hit the like button on this video, drop a comment, let me know what you thought of this, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We put out a couple new videos like this every single week, so turn on that bell notification. You'll be notified of all future videos, and I hope this was helpful. Hope it gave you some thoughts, and I'll see you in a future video.